Hey guys, Fat Basement Dweller here, back for another edition of Feed the Beast Ultimate Mod Pack. This is episode number 2. In the previous episode, I failed to collect the gold I needed to get on my way to making our first machine, so that's our first goal for today. The other problem we have is I'm getting really low on food here, so I'm going to have to go back topside shortly. But before that happens, let's see if we can't find that elusive gold ore. Now, I did a little bit of inventory management off camera because I know nobody wants to watch that. So that's the only thing I've done between starting this episode and the end of the previous one. So nothing's been missed. Let's see, we've gone this way for quite a bit. Let's try this way and see if we could find some gold or even diamonds if we're lucky. Oh, lovely gravel. Maybe I don't want to go this way. Wow, that's a pretty big cavern. That's where all that noise is coming from, I guess. Well, let's go check it out and see how many creepers we can get. Well, can't say we're lacking any action going on here. Oh, let's see, lots of redstone. Any diamonds? Any gold? There's some gold up there. Cool. A little bit more here. So what did we get? 4, 3. It's probably not enough. It's close, but we may be forced back up at this point in time. Starting to get hungry again. I'm going to be down to my last piece of chicken here, and I could really go for a cheeseburger or 5. Does that zombie have a sword? Hey, it's a villager zombie with a sword. Thank you, Creeper, for doing all that work for me. Gotta love creepers, right? They're great. No diamonds, but let's grab this lapis while we're here. So we certainly use that for some circuitry a little bit later on. No creepers sneaking up on me. Great. Let's take another quick look around. I see any more gold around here. More Nikolite, joy. Our ruby pick just about worn down to nothing here. And we're gonna have to come back here when we're more prepared for a lengthy stay down here, but for now I think we should probably head back up and start getting established above ground. Some food supply, a little domicile, such I tend to make anyway. More like a wood or stone box, but something where we can keep all our stuff safe. And let's go ahead and plug this back up for the meantime. Now, remember, I fell down that ravine into that water, so it's not going to be the easiest to get back up. Let's go ahead and eat our last chicken here. I may just want to start digging up a little stairwell somewhere around here. Make sure we're not underneath the ocean. And check our little chest of goods first, see if we want to bring anything, like all this ore. We'll definitely be back down here again. This is probably going to be our mine for a while. We'll explore that cavern a lot more. Ah, those stupid crystals. Alright guys, so we finally made it out of the hole down there. And let's look around. We need to find some food, more chicken. Really could use some cows for a cheeseburger, but can't really be a chooser right now. Of course, inventory's full of junk too, so let's go ahead and get rid of these things. And I don't need these right now. Plenty of chickens. I'm also going to need some sheep so we actually make a bed. See if, where should we make our home? Of course, I want to go ahead and mark this so I don't lose my way down. Could make a waypoint. Go ahead and show you guys how to do that. Open up the map key, which is default and for the M key and waypoints. Let's go ahead and add our mine. And there we go. Now we'll never lose our little mine with the caverns with all those goodies down there. Alright, back to the task at hand before I starve to death up here. I am playing on normal mode, by the way, so if you were curious about that. And I didn't bring my crafting bench or anything with me, so we're gonna have to go and make some more of those in a new furnace. Looks like we got a lava lake over here. Well, that's cool. Maybe we should make our house near here. Make it out of wood so it burns down. Well, I guess this is as good a spot as any for our little base operations. I can use this lava as a source of fuel if need be. So let's go ahead and make a simple little base here. If I can actually stop derping and put this in a straight line like I want to. Get out of here, lunch. And there we have it, my ye old cobblestone monstrosity. Beautiful, isn't it? Now let's go ahead and make a workbench and furnace, so we have a way to take care of things here, like putting a door on our new beautiful home. Make a chest to put all this junk in. Now, for those of you screaming at the lack of aesthetics of my home base here, I don't even think this is going to be our permanent spot, so I'll do my best to try and be a little bit more artistic in the future, but this is survival right now. Need a place to keep from creepers sneaking up on us while we're doing our thing. And let's see, well, first thing I want to do is clear out all this annoying tall grass, maybe get some seeds, start up a little farm so we can find some cows and have an unlimited supply of cheeseburgers. That sounds good. So let's cook up this chicken that we have so we can heal up, and go ahead and make a tool from red power that's going to help us clear out this grass a lot faster than punching it by hand. I love this sickle. It's great. Once again, very simple, but performs its role admirably. I love it. Though I don't think our farm is going to do too well against the pool of lava. So maybe I should have thought this out a little bit better. As you can see, I'm picking up more than one kind of seed down here. Got some corn seeds, we got some flax seeds. Flax and henequen is going to be useful for farming string, actually, without having to kill spiders. And corn is what it sounds like, corn. Different food. Other than just wheat to make bread with, we can have corn. Alright, let's have some of our chicken so we can heal up. And since we have our gold here, let's go ahead and smelt up, I think 2 of them is what we're going to need to start. And try and get started on actually showing you something from some of these mods other than these simple little tools. So the first machine we're going to want to build is a pulverizer. It's going to take our ore in and smash it down into dust, which we can then smelt and basically double the amount of ingots we get from a single piece of ore. So going into NEI and searching for it, clicking on it to find the recipe, we see we need a piston, a machine frame, and a redstone reception coil. This is why we needed the gold and redstone. And we need some glass and flint. I don't think we have any sand or flint yet. We have a little bit of gravel. So let's see if we can get some flint out of this. There's one. Great. Didn't take 10 minutes to do like it usually does. But we still need some sand. Do we want to venture out there and have fun with all the mobs right now? Ooh. My trophy pants are getting a little worn down. Maybe I should smelt up a little bit more iron, make some iron pants, because I want to keep my trophy pants, put them on the wall. So for the pulverizer, we're going to need power to power this thing, and it's a thermal expansion machine, so it takes Buildcraft power Buildcraft power means we need an engine. So type in engine down in NEI and see the different types of engines we have. The redstone engine isn't really good for powering machines. It's really only good for pulling items out of machines through a piping system. The Stirling machine, it's nice and cheap, but it doesn't give us a whole lot of power. And the combustion engine is the pinnacle of the Buildcraft engines, and we need iron gears and pistons, which we have, but we don't have what we need to run it, which is oil or fuel. So that's out. These are the forestry engines that are compatible with Buildcraft. We got the biogas engine, which runs on different types of liquids, from water to seed oil up to what's known as biomass, which requires a production facility, which we obviously don't have yet. We have the peat-fired engine, which requires peat to burn. Again, something we don't have. We have no electricity for the electrical engine. Now, over to the railcraft engines. Now we might be getting somewhere. This is the Hobbyist Steve engine is probably what we're going to use to power our machines, at least in the beginning here, because it's fairly easy to make now that we have some gold. And, well, all we need to run it is some coal and some water, so we could definitely do that. Now, let's go ahead and make a pair of iron leggings and replace our trophy pants here and put those away for later. So I guess what we need to do right now is venture out and get some sand without dying. And our first contestant right here. Of course, I don't think we settled down near any sand at all, so again, not very good foresight on my part. Let's go over here. Sand, any sand home? No. Now this is something you definitely will not see me doing once we have a bed. Venturing out around here at night time with all these mobs. Just not something I feel like dealing with on a constant basis. But we have found sand, Eureka. We've also found a creeper. That's probably enough for now. Let's head back. Of course, now they're going to bang on my door, so we got to let them in and say, "Hey, how's it going? Don't want your kind around here." And there you go. More zombie slaying than in the last 5 episodes of The Walking Dead right there. We have a chicken banging on our door? Is that what I'm seeing here? You really want to come to dinner? Oh, you have a friend. I don't think he wants chicken for dinner. But I do. Alright, let's smelt up our sand, get our glass going. And what else did we need again? Okay, we can do that. So to smelt up some more iron. So let's go ahead and make a second furnace to expedite things here a little bit. Did bring some redstone. Tell me I didn't leave it all down there. Good. That would have been great. So let's go ahead and make the reception coil. And for the machine block, we need the iron and the glass and the gold. Beautiful. And we need a piston as well, so I always forget the recipe for this, which is why I make a blueprint for it later. And it sounds like it's daytime outside. And of course we need more iron. Okay, and the flint and some copper. I brought that up too, right? Good. Okay, that's enough of that for now. Riveting, right? Watching copper smelt. Alright, let's try this one more time. What do you say? Is it this? No. Well, I am such a derp. Alright, so we've made our first machine. We've done this, made this major accomplishment, right? So let's go ahead and put it here for now. And we stick our ore in, and nothing happens, of course, because we haven't made any way to power it yet. So let's see what we need. So in case we need to go out and get more stuff, we can do it while it's still daytime out. Go back, right click to clear that out. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be short on gold. I was afraid of that. I was pretty sure 3 was not enough, so it looks like we're going to have to head back down to get some more gold. Because we need 4 and 8 and 11, so we need at least one more. Wow, that is annoying, isn't it? But it always seems to work out that way. So let's go ahead and put away what we can here, so we can go back and mining. And I'm going to cut that out until I find some gold, because we've done enough mining in these first 2 episodes. We don't need to subject you to any more, so I'll be back when I find that. Alright guys, I am back, finally. Trust me when I say you're glad I did not bring you with me down there looking for this gold, because it took me over an hour and 5 pickaxes. So you really didn't miss much, but we finally found enough to finish off our engines here. So we're going to need, probably going to need 2 engines to make this thing run at any reasonable pace. So let's go ahead and do that. Back in here, and we need a couple of pistons, a couple of gold-plated gears. So gears are just 4 sticks, like so. So let's go ahead and make 4 of those. And we need stone gears, surround cobblestone, and gold-plated. And there's our 4 gold-plated gears for our 2 engines. Now we need 2 pistons, so we need some wood. Are we out of wood? Beautiful. Scary out there, but it should be a little bit more entertaining than mining for the last hour. We have some glass right here. Pistons. And finally, we have our 2 engines. And I still haven't filled in the roof, so it's raining inside our house. Nice. So what we're going to do here is put these engines on the wall, and not like that, but, and what we're going to need to do is run Buildcraft power lines down from the engines to the machine. You could put the engines directly on the machine to power it, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of later on having more machines here and these 2 engines be able to power a line of machines. So we're thinking in advance, or at least trying to here with what materials we have. So first what we need are some wooden pipes, and to make wooden pipes it's just glass between 2 pieces of wood. And to conduct electricity or power, we need to add redstone. Makes sense, right? Wooden conductive pipe. We're going to need 2 of those. Actually, I should probably move this down 1 more. And basically we need these for the engines to put the power in to the Buildcraft power lines. So, and in order to actually run the power, we need a little bit more gold to make the actual power lines. Let's go ahead and put our pulverizer back down. And we'll make some what's called golden conductive pipe, which is basically Buildcraft's wires way to transfer power out of engines to machines without putting the engines right on the machines themselves. And in order to reorient our engines here, we're going to need a wrench. So if we look up wrench in NEI, we'll see a couple of different kinds of wrench here. This is the Buildcraft wrench right here. This one is the Industrial Craft wrench, so this is the wrench that we want. And see, it's pretty easy, 3 pieces of iron and a stone gear. So we can do that, I believe, without having to cook up more. Have the iron, and just need some wood for the gear. And we have our wrench. And we can take that, right click, and reorient the engine so they're facing down into the conductive pipes. And for a golden conductive pipe, same as the wood except using gold, obviously. Little expensive, but it's better to use. You can make this out of stone, but gold will conduct power better, and since we have it, we might as well use it. Okay, and we're going to need some coal. For the engines. And we're going to need some water, so unfortunately we can't use what's coming down here. You're annoying me, spider, go away. So let's make a bucket. Actually, let's make 2 buckets because we're going to need them eventually. And go ahead outside. Get blown up by a creeper probably. Yeah, you come and hit me in the back and then play like you're all innocent and friendly now, right? That's not gonna fly, I'm sorry. So let's get some... What are you wearing? Chainmail armor. Oh, thank you. Very kind of you, sir. Don't mind me, I just want some water. And let's put some water. Just right click with the bucket of water on each engine. And you'll see we got some water in there. Now all we need is a way to apply a redstone signal to activate them. So let's go ahead and make a couple of levers. And that's getting annoying, so we're going to have to upgrade our crafting table here. And it takes a minute for these to start heating up, but why is our conductive pipe not connected there? Interesting. Now each of these engines, when routing this way with water added, can supply about 1.6 MJ, which is Minecraft joules, which is the Buildcraft power supply. So 1.6 isn't really all that much, which is why I made two, since we finally had enough gold to do so. And for some reason, we're just not connecting here. Why is that? This is conductive pipe, yes. No, that's why. Derp-de-derp-derp. Alright. This is a good example of, now, there's two different types of pipe in Buildcraft. One, as you can see here, is transport pipe, which will transport items. The other type, like we made here, is conductive pipe, which will obviously transport power, as I've said. What did I forget to do? You guys are probably all laughing right now, but we need to add some redstone here. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we can see pipes actually connect, and you can see the blue line in there, and that's actually power going into the lines and over, down, and into our one lonely little machine. But you can see the power buffers filling up here, which is good. Shows that we finally connected this properly. And what do we get for all of this work? Well, I've said it before, so you guys probably already remember. Stick our unprocessed ore in here. And for each ore, we get 2 dust. And you say, okay, well that's great. What do I do with this? Well, we've got 2 dust for each ore. Let's go ahead and throw it in our furnace. And each dust gives us an ingot, like I said before. So for all that work, we're now going to double our output of ores, which means we're going to have to mine a little bit less often in the future, which is always good. And once again, this episode's run pretty long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, and until next time, this is Fat Basement Dweller signing off.